Yo, what's up everyone? Welcome to my guide to Recruitment Drive on old school RuneScape, recorded in RuneLite HD. If you're doing this on RuneScape 3, I have a guide for that as well, link description below. On screen right now is everything you need to prepare yourself for this quest. There isn't much here, although I want to take this opportunity to explain how this quest actually works, because it's not as straightforward as your average quest, but it is simple once you understand it. This is going to take a minute or two to explain, but it's important. Basically, all you have to do is go through a series of trials given by the Temple Knights or the White Knights in Falador. There are 7 possible trials that you can get, and you have to successfully complete 5 in a row to beat the quest. This does not mean out of 7 you can fail 2 and pass the other 5. It means you can only get 5 out of 7, and you have to beat all 5 that you get. If you complete 4 or less and fail the 5th one, or any one of them really, they kick you out and just start all over and do 5 more. It's completely random in terms of which one you get and what order they appear in. If you restart, it gets randomized again. You'll not get the exact same ones in the same order. So, since I don't know which ones you're going to get and in what order, in the description down below I included timestamps for each trial. The names of each timestamp are the names of the Temple Knight that's giving you the specific trial. So when you step into the room, see what that knight's name is and look for the respective timestamp to go to that point in the video to see what you have to do. Also, if you look under items needed on this list, I wrote that you need to be a female character. I have an older guide that I made where people seem to have ignored this part. I don't know if they thought I was trolling, but the reason why you need a female character is because there's a trial where you have to fight someone, and their exact words are, "No man may defeat me," which turns out to have a pretty literal interpretation, and you have to be a woman to be able to beat them. Don't think you can avoid it either. There's literally a 5 in 7 chance you'll get this trial. Also, if you're a hardcore Ironman, you'll apparently lose your hardcore status if you die in that trial. You can change it to a female character at the Makeover Mage, which I'll show you where that is on the next slide. To start the quest, go to the west side of the White Knight's castle in Falador. You can use a Falador teleport or Ring of Wealth to get near there. The Makeover Mage can be found in the building southwest of Falador, shown by the green square on this map. Climb up the staircase twice. Talk to Ceramic Vars and select the first caption that says "Yes, please." Go to Falador Park. You should take this opportunity to bank everything, as you're not allowed to bring anything with you, and make sure you made your character female if you haven't already. Okay, once you do this next step, this is where the trial begins, but before you do anything yourself, I want to show you something in the video real quick, but when you're ready, you would talk to Certification and select the third caption that says "Let's go." I want to show you this trial first before you did anything, because this is the only trial that has a time limit on it, and the solution can vary for different players. So you most likely won't have the same one as me, and you probably wouldn't have enough time to find this part in the video to see what you have to do if you waited until you actually got it. So the Temple Knight in this room is named Lady Table, and she'll be in this room with all the statues. When you get into the room, the first thing you want to do is stand in a spot, probably the middle of the room, and point your camera in a way where you can see all the statues and the weapons they're holding. Do that as fast as possible, and once you're set up, take a screenshot. You might have to wait until she's done talking for you to move, but after that, you're only given about 10 seconds to look and take your screenshot. After the 10 seconds are up, the statues will be rearranged and there'll be one statue that's added. What you have to do here is figure out which statue was added. It's really simple. You could probably even do this without a screenshot, but do it anyways, especially if it's your first time. You see how the statues are 3 different colors? There's supposed to be 4 of each color. So the first thing you do is look at your screenshot and see which color only has 3 statues. So you know that color is for sure missing one. And from there, look at what weapons they're holding. There should be a sword, a mace, a battle axe, and a halberd. Whichever weapon is missing for whatever color, that's your missing statue. After the room is rearranged, all you have to do is click on that statue and touch it, and that's it. You can step through a door to the west to continue to the next trial. That's all I wanted to show you. Now you can get started yourself. This is Sir Tinley. All you have to do is talk to him once, then literally do nothing. The key of this trial is to be patient, so don't move, don't touch or click anything. Just stand there until he talks to you again. You're free to move once he talks to you, as that indicates that you have passed. Go through a door to the east to move on to the next trial. This is Miss Cheevers. Search the bookcase in the very southwest corner of the room to get a knife, then search all 4 shelves to the very south of the room in the middle and take all the vials they offer you. Search the middle-sized crate in the northeast corner to find the tin. Search all 4 shelves to the very north of the room in the middle and take all the vials they offer you. Take the metal spade off the table and use it on the Bunsen burner on the other table. Use what's left of the metal spade on the door to the east. Look for a vial in your inventory that contains cupric sulfate and use that on the stone door. Then use a vial liquid on the stone door. You can now open the first door. Use gypsum and another vial liquid on the tin. Use a tin on the key in the southwest corner of the room to make an impression of it. Then use cupric ore powder and tin ore powder on the tin. Use the tin on the Bunsen burner, then use the knife on the tin to get a key. You can now open the second door to the east and continue to the next trial. You have to click on the stone door first as well, not just to open it, but to be able to step through into the next area to access the second door. This is Sir Spishyus. Pick up the chicken and cross the bridge with it. Go to your equipment tab, click on the chicken to put it down, then go back across the bridge. Pick up the fox and cross the bridge again. Put the fox down, pick up the chicken again, and go back across the bridge. Put the chicken down, pick up the grain, and cross the bridge. Put the grain down and go back across the bridge. Pick up the chicken one last time, cross the bridge one last time. When you put the chicken down the other side, that'll complete this trial. You can move on using a door to the west. This is Circumference. There'll be another knight that spawns in his room named Sir Leye. This is the trial I mentioned in the beginning of the video where he says, no man may defeat me. You just have to beat him in combat, so as long as your character is female, you should be fine. This fight isn't hard at all, and he doesn't do anything special. Once he's defeated, you can move on using a door to the east. This is Ren Itchood. Talk to him and select the first chapter that says, can I have a clue for the door? You want to read the next thing he says. It's going to sound like a riddle, and it can vary for different players, so you might not have the same one as me, but it's super easy to figure out. The solution is simply a 4-letter word formed using the first letter of each line of his riddle. In my case, my letters were F-I-S-H, or fish. It is supposed to be an actual word, by the way, not something completely random. Once you figure it out, attempt to open the door to the east to enter the word. When entered successfully, open the same door to move on to the next trial. This is Miss Hynn Terprett. She'll give you a riddle and it can vary for different players, so it might not be the same as mine, but on screen right now, I didn't want to write the whole riddle. Instead, I just wrote some key words that are used in the riddle in quotation marks, and the answers are right next to them. The riddles and answers are all pretty unique from one another, so even if I didn't use the exact wording they use, there's no way you can mix these up. If you accidentally skipped over the riddle, you can click on her again to restart the conversation, and she'll give you the riddle once again. Just give her the correct answer, and you can move on to the next trial using a door to the north. Once 5 trials have been completed in a row, you'll be sent back to Fallow Park, and that will be the end of the quest, so I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, remember to like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell for future videos to come if you haven't already. Catch you later. Peace.